Hey, good morning. Happy Saturday, guys. Oh my God. Let me tell you. Okay. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I was prepared. I have been ready since 9:30. But this is my favorite month of the year. This is October. And this means it's time for Halloween and all of the scary movies. I've been up front watching Friday the 13th since like 7 this morning. I'm telling you. That's how I was up for doing. I'm here now. Happy Saturday. Welcome. I am so glad y'all are here. If you have not answered that question of the day, you already know the drill. Thank y'all so much for joining me. We're going to have a good live today. As you can see with the title going across the screen, how to end the year strong financially. I'm going to tell you here in a second what I mean by that. But let me go up here to the live. Thank y'all so much for being here. All my favorite people are in here. Let me get to some of these questions. And of course, my question of the day didn't copy over, but that's okay. Let me show the comments right here while I go grab it. Because I'll be prepared. I hope y'all are doing okay. Let me grab it here. All right. Here's the question of the day. Dramatic pause. What's one money goal you want to hit before the end of the year? So what is one money goal you're still working on that you want to hit by the end of the year? And put my glasses. Oh, my glasses got to be, they got to be dirty. So drop in the comments. What's just one? Yeah, I know you may have many, but what's one you want to hit by the end of the year? And let me see how y'all are answering this. And shout out to the replay gang. If you are here watching and you could not make it, that's okay. Thank you so much for being here. Now let me take this off the screen and let's see how y'all are answering this. Good morning, everyone. All right, let's see. All right, Sherry says paying off 2 credit cards. I like it. You got 3 months. You can do it. I would love to finish my $10,000 challenge. Okay, you can do it. Good morning. My money goal is to have my month ahead and year ahead funded, either halfway or fully funded. That is your goal for the end of the year, that one money goal, okay? Good morning. Hey, Myra. Finish my 100 envelope challenge. I have about 12 envelopes left to fill. Hold on. That deserves applause. That's amazing. 12 envelopes left to fill. That's not bad at all. That's an awesome job. You got to let us know. Keep us up to date on that one. Excuse me. I will be paying off my care credit after my cruise mid-November. Okay. Nice. Good morning, everyone. Let me see. Excuse me, I'm choking. Have 7K saved by the end of last quarter. That's this quarter here. Accomplishing this by budgeting $778 each paycheck. Okay, so the fact that you know the amount means you're on track. You know what you're doing. I like it because that was specific. So you are on the hunt. You are ready. I do not have any goals to hit. I already reached mine. Okay. Is that Renee? Hey, Renee. Now listen. You've already reached your goals for the year, and that is fine. Are we preparing for the next year? Are you starting to think about the next year now that you've reached your goals? Is there anything else you wish to accomplish? We're going to talk about that today. Hey, Lana. My money goal is to save $7,500 by the end of the year. Y'all know, y'all keep saying by the end of the year. That's in 2 months and 3 weeks. 2 months and 3 weeks, right? Just to put some perspective around things. Good morning. My goal is to finish the Save for the Things You Want challenge. Hey, and the Friday challenge. Hey, by Danny. Also plan to have my emergency fund goal finished. Let's go. Let's do it. Save for the thing. Oh, you guys, Save for the Things That You Want challenge. If you guys are not aware, that is my challenge that I created to show that you can absolutely save for the things that you want without going into debt. It will be completed this month. Hopefully by the end of this week. I plan on knocking it out for 2026. So be on the lookout. It is coming. All right. Hi, Irene. I would like to complete my 100 envelope challenge, pay off one more of my student loans, and complete my 5K emergency fund. Oh my gosh, I love it. I love the goals that y'all are setting. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Hey, Amanda. To have 5K in the moving fund and $2,500 for Christmas. These are nice goals. Good morning. Come on in, y'all. If you haven't done so already, please put your hashtag Saturday Live in. Okay, we got about 13 entries. Good deal. Go ahead and put those in. I'll share what we'll be what's going to be in the giveaway today. All right. Good. Everybody's like, good morning. All right. Everybody's making it this morning. This fine October morning. Good Lord, it's already October 4th. Good morning. To have Christmas spending included travel expenses all paid for and do not carry over debt. I like it. That's a good goal. I like that. Good morning. Thank y'all so much for being here. As y'all come in, please make sure you hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it so we can push this live out to more people to come join us. Let's see. Rebuilding my emergency fund back to 1K. Yes, let's go. See, you see the key thing here? Rebuilding. You see that? Rebuilding. That lets me know that that's someone who didn't give up. You had to use it for whatever reason. Now let's get it back to where it was. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, Nikki, I want to complete my Save 2025 and 2025 challenge. Oh, I love those challenges. They are so adorable. Yeah, let's go. I love challenges like that. Like my Thank God It's Friday challenge, the Friday challenge, the Save 2025 and 2025 challenge. Those challenges are just easy ways to save money because they're just so, to me, they're fun. You know, you set a goal, it's there for you. You just save that amount. I love that. I love everything about those challenges. All right, let's see. Pay off another debt. I heard that. Good morning. Good morning. Come on in. Answer that question of the day. Save $1,000 to start my emergency fund. I heard that. Mommy, what's that say? Mommy, two quads. Welcome. My goal this year is to not get that Emerald Advance from H&R Block for Christmas spending. Now, what is that? Is this H&R Block offers you money for your money from your tax money? Is that something? I'm just assuming that's what it is. It offers you something up front. If that's what that is a great goal to have. Don't fall for it. If you can help it, don't fall for it. But yes, if that's what that is, then yes, that is a great goal. I like to pay off debt. Rebuild my savings after needing tires. Ugh, I know that's right. Completing my 10K challenge. You got this. You got this. So today, y'all, I thought this would be a great live just for us to talk about, how to end the year strong financially. It is October. It is the last quarter of the year. Okay. We are in fourth quarter. So this is the time to start. If you haven't already, this is the time to do a check-in on what you've completed or done so far this year, whatever those goals were you set out for. Were you on track? What happened? Did you fall behind? This is the time to start analyzing that stuff. Then also start preparing for the new year. This is the perfect time, and I do this every year around this time. So I thought this would be a good live for us to have. So I want to thank y'all so much for being here. And let's go ahead and talk about, let me turn those comments off. Go ahead and put your hashtag Saturday Live in the comment section, because today's giveaway, let me find hashtag Saturday Live. There you go. Today's giveaway, I have partnered again with Beauty Mom Budgets, and this is today's giveaway. It is my You Spin, You Save. Let's see if you can get a good picture on it. Now, we've had this conversation before. This is whenever you guys go spending, you got to put something away in your high yield savings account. We're going to start holding ourselves accountable, especially as we move into the new year. And that's what this new savings challenge is, okay? So every time you spend, you got to save one of these amounts and put it in a high yield savings account. You don't have to have 1 million open. You can just focus on one, okay? The goal is to save $500, or you can save more, but let's aim for $500. So today, this is my new challenge. I'm going to be giving away 2 of these. Isn't she cute? If you haven't noticed, it's a little pocketbook. It's a little pocketbook, because if you spend it, you're going into that purse. So I'm going to be giving away 2 of these today. So make sure you put in your hashtag Saturday Live. And as always, if you'd like to support, the link to purchase the Savings Challenge is in my description box, okay? All right, so Guys, keep answering that question of the day. We're going to go ahead and get started because I want to make sure we get through the entire live, because this is a conversation that's really important to me, because I think it's just so important to plan out financially where you want to be, where you want to go. And it's not always about debt. I don't want it to always feel that these conversations have to revolve around debt, because to be financially strong, there's other things we have to look at. So I thought we'd talk about 5 tips today to prepare us for the new year. So if you guys are ready to have that conversation, go ahead and hit that like button and let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to put the first tip up here on the screen, and here we go. Okay. So as we prepare for the new year, the first thing we should do is let's review your wins and losses with your budget for the current year. Okay, so this is October. Let's kind of think back over the year. What's some wins and some losses within our budget? So pull out your budget for the year. Where did you win? Maybe you paid down debt. Maybe you started a sinking fund. Think back to the beginning of the year, the things you wanted to do. Maybe you actually stuck to your grocery budget. Maybe you got that under control, so your grocery spending is not out of control. These are wins. You want to document all of these things. Now, the next thing you want to do is, did you suffer any losses? We want to talk about that too. That's the main thing we want to talk about. Did you suffer any losses? Where did things fall apart if you did suffer any losses? So was it eating out? And I know that's what most of us do. Was it Amazon? Was it overspending during the summer months? We got to analyze all of these things, because listen, the goal here isn't to shame. Always remember that. It's not to shame. It's not to make anyone feel bad. It's not to be down in the dumps if we didn't reach our goals, but it's about awareness. What we don't review, we repeat. Remember that. What we don't review, we repeat. So in other words, if you're not reviewing and analyzing your budget, if you're not looking at your spending habits, you're just going to continue to repeat it. When is it going to get fixed, right? All right. So now I'm going to put a question up here. Put a number 1 next to your answer. Okay. I want everyone to think about this. What was one budget win or loss you had this year? Put that in the chat. Let me know. Was it a budget win you had? What was it? If it was a budget loss, what was that? Put that in the comment section and let us know what was going on this year with your budget. And then let me get back to the comment section here. Let me see what's going on in our comment section. And let me get some more questions of the day. I think I left off right here. Okay, I think I saw that one. Let's see. I would like to fund my daughter's graduation trip without having to use any credit card. Now, that is it was me and mine. I like that name. That's a great one. As you guys write these things down, as you mention them in here, if you haven't written them down yet, if you have a planner or a notebook or whatever you may use, write these things down. As you put these comments in here, when I ask you guys these questions, write it down, or make sure you download my worksheet. This is our Saturday Live worksheet where you can write down these takeaways, because this right here, I would like to fund my daughter's graduation trip without having to use any credit cards. That is a goal. That is a goal. That should be the header. And then you can create bullet points on how you plan on getting there. I love it. Okay. Make sure you're documenting these things that you're saying. Paying off my personal loan. That's a good one. That's a good one. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Saturday. I would love to finish my Friday challenge by the end of the year. You can. Fingers crossed. You got this. You got this. Hey, Crystal. Some month ahead category to be fully funded. Hey, lovely, where you been, girl? All right. Want to get at least one of those categories of that month ahead fully funded. I heard that. I want to have my first $1,000 in my emergency fund. Yes. Again, that's a great goal. Write this down. You guys, write down what you want to accomplish. When you see it, it makes it that much easier to obtain that goal, to get to that goal. That's another one. I want to have my first 1K emergency fund, and then write down the bullets on how we're going to get there. I love it. All right. Now let's get back to this question here. What was one budget win or loss you had this year. Let's talk about it. And make sure you're putting your hashtag Saturday Lives in. Okay, we got 39 entries. Good, good, good. Okay, let me look down here. I'm going to see if I see any number ones. Thank y'all so much for being here. This, like I said, this topic is just, this is just a personal topic for me because I do this every year. Every year around this time, I start planning out what the new year is going to look like and what the previously, the current year, what have I done? Did I accomplish anything? And what am I going to carry over to the new year? If you guys haven't noticed, it's already October 4th. These last 3 months always fly by. Don't even ask me where September went. I don't even know. It's like, did September happen? Because where'd she go? You know what I'm saying? So now we are October 4th already. That's how fast this end of the year is going to go. And that's why we got to start planning. All right. Let me see. Number one. I think I see some number ones here. I think this is our first one. Okay. Okay. This is a win Amanda had. Coming in under budget for London vacation. That's a great one. That is a great win. You came under budget for your vacation. That's a great one. See how this works? Budget win, paid off 2 debts so far. Absolutely. Hey, Mindy, that's a great one. Budget win. I have paid off $24,000 out of $50,000. Hold on. We got to celebrate that. That's probably the only sound effect they need to give me. Oh my God, that is a good one. I have paid off $24,000 out of $50,000 worth of debt. That's awesome. Budget win, moving new place, budget loss, unable to put money into retirement fund. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. You were able to move into your new place, but you weren't able to put anything into your retirement fund. So now that you know those 2 things, now that will help you start to plan for the new year. I love that. Let me take this banner off real quick. All right, let me see. Every time I do that, I lose my space. Hold on, let me see. That Janelle was the last comment. Every time I do that, here we go. Okay. Budget win. Having enough saved to cover an unexpected expense in April. I love it. These are great wins, y'all. A budget win for me was not eating out so much. Saved a lot of money. Hey, man of that. We'll all get to that point. We will all get to that point. Budget win. Saving for Christmas all year long. Budget loss. Having too many affirms open at the same time. Wait a minute. Do I have a sound effect for this? Dang, I don't have a good sound effect for this. This will work. That's the affirm police. That is the affirm police, the afterpay police, and all of the things. That was a good one. Having too many affirms open at the same time. So now that you know this, now you know how to analyze it and kind of look at it to say, why did I do that? Why did I have so many open at the same time? Oh my God, that was a good one. Okay, let's see. Budget win. Tracking for evaluation of budget. Okay. The loss, readjusting to new career and lower income. But I don't consider it a loss, more like figuring out how to adjust and be flexible. This is why I love y'all. Do you see that positivity? Remember, I told y'all 2026 is going to be about positive vibes only. We're not bringing this negative mess from 2025 into 2026. But I don't consider it a loss. More like figuring out how to adjust. Because you know how easy someone could focus on how that can be negative, and then they sit there depressed thinking about it the whole time instead of trying to find, the positive in that. Oh my God, that was a good one. Had to unexpectedly travel from Michigan to Mississippi last month for my uncle's funeral. I'm so sorry to hear that. My emergency fund took a big hit. Good thing I had it though. You know what's one of the things that we hate, right? It's like we're happy we have those emergency funds. That's what they're for. That still don't mean we like to use them. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank God it's there. I'll start over. But it still sucks when you got to use it. But you know what that means? Start aiming for more in it. Start aiming for more in it so it's not such a big hit. And then if you have to use anything, well, you still got a nice amount saved where you can start over. But like I said, I don't care if we got to use it, if we're saved for it. That still don't make it like we happy to use it. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. I want to have my savings account for my yearly subscriptions funded by the end of the. Oh, yeah. Me too. That's a good one. All right, let's see. Let's get some more wins or losses. Budget win was making a budget and working hard to stick to it. Loss was some overspending over the summer. These are good. I hope you guys are all writing these down if you haven't already. This is a great place to start as we plan how we're going to wrap up the end of the year and how we're going to start with the new year. Budget loss, budget win. House repairs drained my savings. Ugh. But glad I had it to pay for it and not use the credit card. That is oh my gosh. I'm telling you, these house repairs. Good Lord. That was a great one. I'm glad you had it too. Pay one student loan off. Let's go. Trying to save too much. Who is that? LaFrida? Okay. Look, read this again. Budget loss. Trying to save too much too fast. When you can admit that to yourself, that may be a loss, but that's a win. That's a win that you can even see that and admit it. I love that. Saving for back to school and not having to use a credit card. That is so awesome. So you guys see where I'm going with this? This is what I want you to do. If you don't have that live budget worksheet, make sure you go and download it. The link is in the description box below. Let's start writing these things out. Most of the time, people are like, I don't know where to start to write down where I should start. This is it. All of these comments you guys are making are reflections on where to start. All right, let's get to number 2. That was a good one. All right, let me pull up our number 2 tip for preparing for the new year. All right, here we go. It's time to count and allocate those savings challenges. All those savings challenges that y'all are working on, that you've been working on all year, it's time to start counting them up and allocating where they're going. Now, if you did any savings challenges this year, and I've heard some of you guys mention them, if you've done a 52-week, 100 envelopes, some of y'all are almost finished, $5 challenges, any of these mini challenges, now is the time to count them. Decide, is that money going toward debt payoff, end of year expenses, an emergency fund, or are you going to roll it into your 2026 goals? This is the time to start preparing. Okay, everybody come close. Everybody come close. Can you hear me? Testing. You can hear me? Okay, listen up. Don't let that money just sit without a plan. Allocate it with a purpose. Now, how can I say this? Do not do savings challenges just to do savings challenges. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, savings challenges are fun. I love savings challenges. I love creating them. Look how cute they are. How can you resist? When you're done, don't let them just sit there. Don't let that money just sit in your envelope or wherever you got it and now you ain't using it towards nothing. Remember, don't let the cuteness fool you. The cuteness is to help you save. Now you got to use it, okay? So I want you all to start thinking about the savings challenges you've been doing them, counting them up. What are we doing with them, okay? So now I want you to put a number 2 next to this answer, okay? How many savings challenges are you working right now, and what are you saving for? So put that in the comment section. Put a number 2 next to it. How many savings challenges are you working on, and what are you saving for? So for instance, I have several savings challenges, but my main savings challenges that I'm working on right now, they're for my emergency fund. I'm working on my 10K savings challenge. I'm working on my Thank God It's Friday savings challenge. I am working on, which other one am I working on? My Thank God It's Friday, my 10K. I'm going to be working on my new 52-week reverse savings challenge, and I'm forgetting one. Dang it, I'm forgetting one. This is why you have to think about these things at this time so you can start looking at all the savings challenges that you're working on and where you're going to put that money. It's so, so important. Another thing I like to do at this time of year is this is when I like to plan what savings challenges I'm going to do the next year. Now, I know some people are like, you're planning your savings challenges? Yes, I plan my savings challenges. I pick out which ones I'm going to do for next year. how much it's supposed to help me save, and where it's going. It's so important to do that so you don't get off track. You can easily fall off track, so that's why you want to plan for it, okay? So go ahead and put that number 2. Let me see how you guys are answering this question. How many savings challenges are you working on, and what are you saving for, okay? And while you're doing that, make sure you hit that like button, you guys. I greatly appreciate it. And while you're doing that, I just want to show, while we're talking about savings challenges, you guys, I am hosting a savings challenge, a monthly savings challenge club. And this month we are doing my nephew's savings challenge. T-Man's Creations. This is the savings challenge he created for all of us to do for the month of October. This is in my description box. If you want to join the challenge and support T-Man, go ahead and purchase that savings challenge. It's a digital savings challenge, by the way. And you can print it in a full size like that or A5. All right. Now, let's get to the comment section. Let me see. How many savings challenges are you guys working for? Let me see. Let's try to find some number 2s. Again, thank you guys so much for being here. I think I see some number 2s here. Here we go. Let's see. Okay, I'm not doing any right now. One for my husband's 50th birthday. Nice. And the second one, I haven't decided. Probably a treat yourself. So you're working on 2 savings challenges right now. One for your husband's 50th birthday. And the second one, I haven't decided. Probably a treat yourself. Okay, let's see. I have 3 for now. I have 3 for now in Christmas. I think that's what Francis is saying. Only a couple for right now to save for furniture. Okay, that's a good one, saving for furniture. 2 challenges for next year's annual bills so I can pay each in full, which costs less. I love that. You're doing 2 to not overwhelm myself. I'm doing right now my 1 month ahead and save my 1K as a buffer for our account. I love this. Look how y'all are planning out y'all savings challenges. I have a lot, but 3 are going to specific goals. I'm with Ricky. I have a lot of savings challenges, but just because I have all those savings challenges, they may not get stuffed. My priority savings challenges, which is towards my emergency funds, those are always going to get stuffed first. And then if I have money remaining, I'll do fun savings challenges that I have set up. Anything that goes towards my emergency fund, though, is always number 1. Then I'll do self-care. Then I'll do for my family. Then I'll do for my home. I have several sections or categories, if you will, how I do my savings challenges. But as long as you have that priority of where they're going, that's so important. Working on my $500 Smashbox and my 1K savings challenge is going towards my emergency fund. Very nice. 100 envelope for a cruise. Yes, I like that. I like that. Over 10 challenges, they all go to emergency fund. Good deal. 6 mini challenges to help fund my 3 long-term challenges to help my 5. Okay, hold on, Laura. Hold on. I got to read this one again. I know this makes perfect sense in your head. Let me read it again. 6 mini challenges to help fund my 3 long-term. Oh, your 3 long-term challenges. Okay. To help my 5 long-term sinking funds. Listen, that's a plan. And whatever works to help you reach that end goal, I am all for it. I'm all for it. I have a few bigger challenges, a Skelly book and the Life of a Creator book, and they are for my foundation sinking funds. Oh, foundation sinking funds. I like the name of that. Emergency car maintenance, home maintenance, etc. I like that. And this is my magic month. So the last check Halloween is saving. This is your magic month. Nice. Too many to count, but they all have a purpose. Debt and sinking funds. As long as they have a purpose. Listen, savings challenges are the best thing that's ever created. And I have a video on this. It's called The Dark Side of Savings Challenges. If you haven't watched it, you should go watch it. Savings challenges are fun and motivating. I don't know what we did before savings challenges. A lot of us probably didn't save, right? Like, I don't know. I probably could, but I'm so far into savings challenges right now. I don't even know if I could save without a savings challenge. You understand what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. They help motivate you. But don't let them fool you. They have to have a purpose. They got to have a purpose, and you got to be willing to let go of them to move them where they need to go. Don't let them sit. You got to allocate them. Okay. I have many challenges, monthly. Wait, many or many? I have many challenges, maybe many. I have many challenges, monthly, Friday, and I'm guilty. I have no idea yet. Okay. Maybe I can number them and then allocate according to the number pool. Okay. So Kathy's like, I got some challenges I'm working on. I don't know what I'm doing with them yet. And maybe I can come up with the system. So what I would say to that, Kathy, this is a great place to start this time of year. This is the best time of year. Start thinking about it. Write those challenges down. Write out how much you saved. Go ahead and count them. How much have you saved in those savings challenges? And then think about some of the priority things that you want to take care of this year, next year. Are you trying to pay off debt? Maybe you don't have debt. Okay. Are you saving for a vacation? Are you saving for this? Like, what are some of the things you want to take care of, and start moving that money towards those things? Because again, as I keep mentioning, those savings challenges are so sweet. We don't want to touch them. And you know what's going to happen? You just keep putting money in them with no plan, and that money's just sitting there in those savings challenges. I see it happen. So this is a great time to plan that out. I love that. That was a good comment. 100 envelope savings challenge and $1 savings challenge. All money is going to remodeling my kitchen. Yes, so specific. I love that. Oh, can you share pictures of your kitchen? I love a good remodel. I just love a good remodel. You got to share some pictures with me. Let's see. You have 5 different challenges. Retirement fund, good. That's a nice one. Paying debt and funding an upcoming trip to Jamaica. See, just when you have those challenges, it's so easy to allocate them to something so you can make sure you stay on track. All right. So that was our number 2 tip on how to prepare financially for the new year. Let's go ahead and pull up our number 3, but make sure, if you have not done so already, put your hashtag Saturday Live in. We got 48 entries. There will be 2 winners today, and I will be giving away my new You Spend, You Save savings challenge. And the purpose of this challenge is to motivate you to put your money in your high yield savings account. Let it collect interest, okay? So every time you spend, no matter what it's for, and what I always say, it's okay to spend. But if you're going to spend, you're going to have to put money in your savings account. It's a yin and a yang. You got to do both of them. If you're going to spend, look, she cute. If you're going to spend, you got to put something in your savings account. All right. So let's get to our number 3 tip. Because we're coming close on time. All right. Now, we're preparing financially for a new year. Okay. The next tip, we want to do a debt progress check. Did you meet your payoff goals? Now, remember, at the first of the year, one of your big things that you wanted to do was pay off debt. Remember, we all say it. I'm going to pay off debt. I'm going to get this debt paid down. I'm going to pay off this credit card. Okay. This is the time. Look at the numbers. How much debt did you actually pay off in 2025? Go look at the numbers. Don't be scared. You should be looking at these numbers anyway. Don't wait till this time. You should be looking at these numbers all the time. Okay? Then celebrate the wins. Even if it's only $500 that you pay. If you was trying to pay off $50,000 worth of debt and you only did $500, that is a win, because that's more than what you paid off before. Okay? If you didn't meet your goal, don't panic. This is where you reset for the new year with realistic goals. So just know that when you don't meet your goal, that doesn't mean you're a failure or anything by any means. What it means is maybe you set unrealistic goals for yourself. Sometimes we do that because, the beginning of the year, we get hyped, right? We're hyping ourselves up. This is our moment. That happens. Then sometimes we got to bring ourselves back to reality. So it doesn't mean you're a failure by any means. It just, you just need to look at, okay, what goals did I set? Was that realistic? And then write down your current debt balance today so you have a starting point for 2026. Where are you now? Now, if you guys don't know this, in my description box, I have a lot of calculators in the description box below. Click the links. They will help you calculate as you set up your goals, what's realistic numbers for you to pay off your debt. I advise you to go take a look. There's articles down there. I try to put different articles and things that will help us reach our goals in the description box. So if you haven't had a chance to read them before, please make sure you do. They're there to help. All right, so let's put up our next question. Put a number 3 next to this question. And I want to know, did you make progress toward paying off debt this year? Why or why not? So let us know if you made progress. Why? How were you able to make progress? And if you didn't, what happened? What happened? Where did things go wrong? Or do you know this is the time to start looking at it? So put a number 3 next to this answer. Okay. And then while you guys are doing that, let me get some water because, honey, I'm thirsty. Let me know, too, if you guys are enjoying this live because I really do love looking at stuff like this. I love planning out things. That's the only way we're going to move forward if we plan things out. Like I said earlier, if you don't review, you're going to repeat your same patterns. So this is crunch time. Y'all know this is that time of year where these months are about to fly by. I'm sorry. We might as well just say it's December 31st. Because that's how fast it's about to go. I'm telling you. All right, now let me get to the comments. Now, don't forget, put a number 3 next to your answers. Did you make progress toward paying off debt this year? Why or why not? And then while we're doing that, let me read some more savings challenges while you guys have time to put your answers in here. Let's see. Did I read this one? I have 3 savings challenges. One for Christmas, one for vacation, and one for summer. Oh, that is a good. I'm a teacher. That is a great one for any other teachers that are in the live today. Do you have a plan like Andrea for your summers off? That is so smart. That's what I mean. That's what savings challenges should be for. That's a great example because when you're not getting paid, what are you doing? It's best to save that money now to get ready for that. I love that. Okay, I have like 15, but a lot are for similar categories. Christmas, other holidays, family time, and any others are going toward moving. My penny challenge will be rolled over. Okay. It's okay to have a lot of challenges. You can't resist. Savings challenges are just so much fun. How can you resist? And there's so many free savings challenges now too. But again, as long as they serve a purpose, it doesn't matter how many you got, as long as they serve a purpose for your goals. That's the most important thing. Let's see. I had got so overwhelmed and confused. I did not start savings challenges until I realized I said I'm going to do 3 and start from there. But I do want to buy your 52-week. Oh my God. The 52-week challenge just holds a special place in my heart because when I started on my budgeting journey, that was my very first savings challenge. I'll never forget it. Now I didn't finish it. I did not complete it. And I still have my tracker to this day to show I did not complete it, but that's okay. That didn't stop me. I didn't get, depressed. I didn't get upset. I don't know why I stopped that challenge. I don't know what happened. But now I have one in my shop now, and it's the 52-week reverse challenge, which is even better. I love that. So if you guys get a chance, check out my shop. Those are the challenges that I'm going to be focused on, my 52-week reverse challenge, and we can do it together for 2026. All right, let's see what Lovely says. I have lots. Monthly savings challenges for sinking funds, 100 envelopes for travel fund, butterfly savings challenge for debt, collab and group play savings challenges for month ahead. But look, even though you have lots, look how they all have a certain goal. This one here is for sinking funds. This one's for travel. This one's for debt. And this one's for month ahead. You have a plan for them. And that's the most important thing. That's the most important thing. All right. So let's see. Are you guys making progress toward debt? Let me see if I see any number 3s here. Oh, thank you for putting your hashtag Saturday lives. Yes, make sure you get those in. We're going to be doing that giveaway here soon. Good morning, Chris. Thank you for being here. All right. Here's our number 3. Okay. What was the question again? Oh, did you make progress toward debt? No, I'll be forgetting. All right. Okay. Here we go. I paid off $3,000 in credit card debt. Have 2 more to go. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, I do believe that I met goals this year because I do have the money in the bank to pay off the last debt. I just wanted to make sure I could survive monthly before. Ooh, who is this? Wendy? This is a good look at this one. I'm going to tell you something. Let me read this again because this happens a lot. This is, and Wendy, I'm just using you as an example, but this is not anything directed towards you, but your comment here. This happens a lot. Now, look, read this again. Yes, I do believe that I met goals this year because I do have the money in the bank to pay off the last debt. She has the money in the bank. But you know what's so scary about this? This happened to me when I was paying off my debt. It's like, do I want to part with this? What if something happens? If I pay off this last debt, I have all the money in the bank. What if something happens? These are those thoughts. These are those thoughts that happen. I just wanted to make sure I could survive monthly before paying it off. Listen, I cannot, I'm only here to, get the conversations going. I'm not here to tell you one way or the other. But if I had a vote, pay it off. Money is going to come back to you. I went through the same thing when I was paying off my debt, and I have been debt free now for 4 years. And that happened to me when it came to that last debt. And what I started to do was I started to rethink. I was like, okay, maybe I can just take this debt now. And if I pay this off in 3 more years, and I'm like, why? Why are you so afraid of taking that money and paying off that debt that you're sitting up here coming up with a plan to extend the time to pay off the debt because you don't want to get rid of that money because you think, oh my God, what if I spend this money? Oh my God, that just hit home. I went through the same thing. I took that damn money. I paid that damn debt off. I told them to kiss my, what, and I ain't look back because that money will come back to you. Oh my God, that was a good one. Can I get an amen in the comment section? All right, let me go. I'm passionate. I'm passionate, so don't worry about it. I get really, this means a lot to me. Okay. Question: what is the true purpose of 1 month ahead? Is it to just financially set for the next month? Or is it as a buffer if you can't make your bills? So you do. Okay, so we need to, how about this? How about we do a month ahead live? Because this is a great conversation to have. Now, one of the real reasons for a month ahead, there's a lot of reasons for month ahead, but one of the good main reasons for month ahead is to help people who are living paycheck to paycheck, to help them get out of that cycle of relying on that paycheck every month to help pay their bills. So it's a way of getting out of that vicious cycle so you can pay next month's bills in advance. That's one of the reasons for month ahead. Then some people do it, once you start doing that and you get into the groove, then you're like, I can save this. And then you start saving. So if anything happened, you can have your bills covered. So let's do a live on that because that was a good question. But one of the main reasons for having a month ahead is to help you if you're in that paycheck to paycheck cycle where you live paycheck to paycheck and you don't know how you're going to pay for your bills. This kind of helps you prepare for that. So that was a good question, Steph, and maybe we'll do a live on that one. Actually, we will do a live on that one. I have no debt. However, I spend more than I should. I want to. That's real talk right there. This is real talk. I felt Ricky on that one. I have no debt, but, and this is what I want everyone to understand. Everyone who's wanting to get out of debt, be debt free, and all of the things. There comes a time when you spend all this planning on how to get out of debt. Then once you get out of debt, what's the next plan? See, the planning don't stop once you pay the debt off. Now, what's the plan when you're debt free? There has to be a plan for that. What are you doing with that extra money now? Because you're going to have all this extra money because you're not spending it on all those dang on bills you were paying off to get out of debt. That's a great conversation to have as well. I felt that one. Now I'm just overspending. What am I to do? That's a good one. I am debt free, so I'm proud I didn't go into any debt. Very good. I only paid off a few little debts, $200 to $300 here and there. I have a lot left to go. When I say a lot, I mean little ankle biters. I didn't make the progress I wanted because salary jump and, where's Mr. Jasmine's? Oh, because salary jump up and down. Okay. So she says, I paid off a few little debts here and there. I have a lot left to go. Now listen to this. When I say a lot, I mean little ankle biters. I'm assuming this means like little amounts sprinkle here and there, little amounts that you need to take. That's another thing. It's those little amounts that they're just sitting there nipping at you. You need to get rid of them. Take care of them. It's just like it's those little ones who are like, yeah, I'll take care of it. I'll just keep paying the minimum. Pay those little suckers off. Get them out of here. They're nagging. Like you said, little ankle bite. They're nagging. Pay them things off and get rid of them. Don't leave them hanging around. Don't leave them hanging around. All right, let's see. Progress, yes, in small increments. No full debt gone, but many paid down, so less interest accruing. I have 3 debts under 1K. That is so good. Amen. I'm telling you, Ollie, that is so good. To get your debt down under 1K, that is doable. You can do that. I'm telling you, you can do it. If you gotta have a plan of action, though. You gotta have a plan of action. If you have little debts here and there, from what I'm hearing, but then I'm also seeing savings challenges, which I don't think many of those savings challenges that I saw above was applied towards debt. That's something we need to start thinking about. If I got little few debt here, under 1,000, couple hundred, but I'm doing savings challenges for different things, maybe we're just thinking here, throwing things out there. Maybe we just think about how we can take those savings challenges and pay off that debt. We'll talk about it. All right, let's see. I think I saw Mindy. Yes, I made progress, not as much as I wanted to due to medical bills, but did pay down and off. That's a win. That is a win for sure. Okay, who haven't I heard from? Megan, I made great progress this year. I have made a budget, stuck to it. Use savings challenges to save for extra debt payments. I love that. I've made a budget and stuck to it. Those go hand in hand. Because anybody can make a budget. I tell y'all that all the time. Anybody can write down numbers. You can write down that monthly budget every month. But if you don't come back to it, if it's just sitting there, then what are we doing? You got to stick to it. You got to look at it. You got to mark things off. It all goes together. Don't just write a budget and then walk away from it. That ain't helping. All right. So that was tip number 3. Let's keep moving. Oh, we're getting close on time. These topics be so good. I just be so passionate. Let's get into tip number 4, I should say. Tip number 4, let me remove that right there. Let's get into tip number 4, how to financially plan for the new year. Now, everybody listen up. It's that time of year. Now, this is when your gangster gets tested. This time of year. You know what that means? It's the end of the year pitfalls. That means holidays. That means overspending. That means feeling overwhelmed. That means this is that time of year where we get tested to the fullest. This is the time of year where most of us who were doing so good, we fall right back into that vicious cycle. Now, let's get real. The end of the year is approaching and it is expensive. Do you hear me? We got the holidays. We got food. I think somebody else said they were saving for their travel. They were saving for their travel plans for the end of the year. We got gifts. It adds up. You have got to plan now. If you don't have a holiday budget, you better set it. Set yourself a holiday budget. Use sinking funds. Get creative with gifts. Or even cut back if you can. I know it's the holidays and it's a great time of year, but if you're on a mission to get stuff done, maybe you can't participate in the gift giving this year. Maybe you can create gifts at home. Maybe you can bake something. This is that time of year that tests us. I'm telling you, avoid putting holiday fun on credit cards. That's how the January regret happens. You understand? This is that time of year that we make those decisions, we fall off track, we put everything on credit cards, and then what happens? The same cycle starts over again in the new year. Then you start in the new year with all of this debt, and we're just starting that same cycle all over again. So Put a number 4 next to this answer, and I want to know, what's your Christmas budget? Have you reached your goal, or are you still saving? Now, to me, when I say Christmas budget, and maybe I should say a better choice of words should have been holiday budget, not just Christmas, but holiday budget. What's your holiday budget? Or Christmas budget, whichever one you want to answer. But, and I should ask this too, does your budget cover all the things? Does it cover just gifts? Or does it cover travel if you're going somewhere? Does it cover dinner? Does everybody come to your house? Does it cover, your kids' Christmas? Does it cover Thanksgiving? Does it cover decorations? All the things. What is your budget, and have you reached that goal yet, or are you still saving? If you haven't started saving, that's fine. If you haven't started saving yet, I want you to realize, look at what today's date is, because now it's time. Now is crunch time. I'm telling you, if you haven't started saving yet, map out a realistic goal on what you want to save for and start putting a plan into action, okay? So put your number 4 next to this answer. Let me see if I can find everyone. And let's see, we have 60 entries into our hashtag Saturday Live. Good deal. Let me see. Do I have any other church announcements while I have you guys on here? I told you guys the worksheets for the live are in my description box. I'm going to start doing more of these because I think that's just fun so you can remember the things we talk about. I told you about T-Man Savings Challenge. My nephew created this. He's so into budgeting, you guys. You guys know T-Man. He's so into it. He's using this to save for his emergency fund. I gotta have him bring his budget binder so y'all can see how well he's done. And then was there something else I wanted to remind you guys of? I think that was everything for now. Lord knows I got too much going on. Oh, my TGIF Savings Challenge 2026 is now available. If you guys haven't gotten it yet, please make sure you do. This is it right here. This is it right here. It is out on my site. Thank you guys so much for those of you who have received it. Thank you for your feedback. I just so appreciate it. But we're getting ready for this new year. We are getting ready to save this money for 2026. And we're going to just be positive about it. And we're going to make sure we stay on track. We're going to hold each other accountable. That's how you do that. All right, let me see. Let me see what the Christmas budget is looking at. Oh, thank you. The amen. Look at the amen. Sometimes we go to church here. If y'all are new here, sometimes you just got to have Saturday church. It's okay. It's okay to have church every day. All right, let me find some number 4s. I want to see. Oh, please hit that like button. You guys hit that like button for me. I greatly appreciate it. This is just a sidebar. I'm just talking to you guys. I always wonder how I can get more people to hit the like button, even on my own videos. And sometimes I think it's just a matter of, because I'm bad at this too. I'm watching a video and you don't think to hit the like button. But it really does help the channel out. So if you guys don't mind, if you don't hit it now, come back and hit it. Come back sometime and hit it, honey. This helps push the live out to new viewers. And I really, really do want to get a lot of new viewers in here. Okay. Let's see. Chris, there's so much for me to gain from this live, but I'm definitely going to replay and take it all. Thank you so much, Sherry. I appreciate that. All right, here we go. Number 4. 1,200 already met it. Let's go. We, as a big family, only buy for the cousin, nieces, nephews, and if the adults choose to gift to each other, there's no expectation in a gift in return. I love that. I have not created or saved for Christina. That's okay. That's okay. Let's start thinking about it. Bah humbug. I don't want to celebrate Christmas. That's okay. You don't have to. Listen, that's another thing. This is the time of year where we can start feeling stressed and overwhelmed. Depression happens because there's this expectations of what's supposed to happen. But if you set your own terms and you're able to explain that to your family, don't take on extra burden if you're not able to contribute or do anything, because it can happen in different ways. Oh my gosh. Yes, I felt that one. Okay, let's see. Christmas budget was $200. I reached my goal last month. Covers gifts and food. Nice. Holiday budget is $900. I'm still saving. I don't really celebrate the other holidays. I prefer to work. Is that Renee? Renee, that's okay. Now, I'm going to support if you don't really celebrate holidays. I'm going to support that. But what I'm not going to support is this: I prefer to work if you're not taking time for yourself. If you're just working and not taking time for yourself, we got to start changing that. Because it's one thing to enjoy work, but as long as you're taking PTO days and days to yourself, then we're good. But if you're just working nonstop, we got to talk about that. Put a little aside each payday. Yeah. Yep. My Christmas budget is $2,000 for gifts and travel. I'm still saving and almost at my target goal. All right. $2,000, not there yet, covers everything for Christmas. Okay. $2,000 is a common number. Christmas budget, $3,500. I have around $500. You're $500 away. Okay. I have a Christmas envelope and I currently have $1,000. Man, y'all are doing so good. Sounds like, and I'm just assuming it, sounds like you guys save all year. I would prefer to save around $2,000, and that includes everything: gifts, food, decor, anything else. Yes, when you're saving for these holidays, you got to write this stuff down. Think about everything that goes into that budget. If not, it's so easy to go over budget. I know for me, I love Christmas. I love the holidays, and I will spend and buy and buy and spend. And I have got to get, I got to bring it in. I got to bring it in because it's such, it's just a great time that, you just want to do all this stuff. But then, January is here. It's like, what did I just do? So you got to make sure you got it under control. Okay, let's see. We're still talking about budgets, but we are planning a cap of $200 for our daughter Christmas. We do the 5S something to read. The 5 S's: something to read, something to write, something she wants, something she needs. Oh, that's a cute idea. I like that. My holiday budget is $2,000. Okay, we got the same budget. I've started saving for it, and I have a few savings challenges that will get me to my goal. It covers everything, even my personal spending, Black Friday or whatnot. Shout out to my Black Friday shoppers. There's not too many of us. But you will catch me on a Black Friday up at 5 a.m, out in the line with the rest of us, and we having a good old time. Everybody's like, how do you do that? It's the vibe. It is a vibe, I'm telling you. Even if you don't go buy nothing, it's a vibe. Budget is $2,500, covers gifts, baking, food, and shipping costs. Oh, shipping costs. That's a good one. I'm almost at $1,000 right now, but just started saving outside of the chat. So that's good. That's a good one, Noah, man. The shipping costs. Does anybody think about that? The packages that you're mailing to out-of-state family members. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I'm glad you guys have all started planning for your Christmas. Is so important. And I keep saying Christmas just for the holidays because everybody may not celebrate Christmas. But if you have not started yet, it's time to maybe take some time, maybe take an hour one day, and let's start planning and thinking about it. Okay. Because like I said, it's October 4th. That time will be here before you know it. All right. Now we are at time. So make sure you guys are putting your hashtag Saturday Live. And let me go over our last tip for getting prepared for the new year. Okay. Now this is tip number 5. And I want everyone to start thinking about this. Now that you've thought about the current year, what you saved, did you meet any goals, how much debt you paid off? Now let's start thinking about the new year. Okay, we got 3 months. And again, some of us may plan these things, 3 years out, 5 years out. That's fine. But you still want to come back and analyze where you are. So we want to start preparing for 2026. That means let's look at those credit reports. Okay, let's think about retirement. Let's start looking at the goals we're setting. Now, I want you guys pull your credit report if you haven't done so. Remember, we can get a free copy. Some of our credit cards give us, access to our credit score and all of the things and what's happening with our credit accounts. Make sure you pull that, and make sere there aren't any errors. Please make sure you're checking that to make sure there's nothing weird on there. This helps you start the year clean. Now, let's check our 401k or retirement accounts. Is there room to add a little more next year? You guys, we're at that age. We need to start thinking about retirement. If retirement is not in the picture somewhere, it's time to start thinking about it. Okay. Get that. Just write it down on paper. Just make sure it's always in the forefront so you can start thinking about it. Next, I want you to set realistic goals for 2026. Okay. For example, instead of saying I'll save $10,000, why not say I'll save $50 a week and then increase it when I can. See, that's more motivating. Instead of saying, I'm going to save 10K next year, and then you find yourself where you haven't finished or you couldn't get it to happen, say it in a different way that'll motivate you where the numbers don't seem so intimidating. Okay. And then remember, please remember, the new year isn't about reinventing everything. It's about building on the foundation you've already started. So what I mean by that is just because a new year starting doesn't mean that you have to start over. That doesn't mean start from scratch every year. It means look at what's worked, let's fix it, and let's rebuild on top of that. So that means if things were working, fine, let's keep doing that. Why was it working? Let's keep doing it. If something didn't work, don't keep doing it. If you are doing the same thing over and over again, stop doing it. Let's tweak it. Okay. So those are our tips for getting ready for the new year. I hope you guys enjoyed this live. Let's go ahead and let me pull up the giveaway tool. We have 63 entries. What I'm going to do first, let me do this. Let me put my email address up here in case you guys do not have it. If you win today and you don't have my email address, this is it, because I'll need you to reach out to me and tell me how you want me to get every week. You would think I can never find how to share my screen because I'll need you to reach out to me to tell me your address so I can mail this to you. Okay. All right, here we go. Here is our Saturday live, and good luck, everyone. Remember, we're doing my new savings challenge. You spend, you save. That's what's up for grabs today. We're going to have 2 winners. And the first winner is Wendy. All right, Wendy, congratulations. Okay, Wendy, please make sure you email me so I can get your address, where to send your giveaway win. And our second winner is that's a little giveaway music. All right, Chevy. Yay. Okay, Chevy, I think you may have won for me before. I can't remember, but if not, that's okay. Just please, everyone, reach out to me by email where you want your information mailed so I can get it out in the mail to you. Okay. All right, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this live today. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with me. I'm sorry we went a little bit over, but that's what happens when you have good topics, right? So if you guys ever have any ideas you want for topics for the live, please make sure you can email me, or you can put it in my questionnaire. My questionnaire is listed in the description box. Let me know whatever you want to talk about, and I will try to fit it into our conversation. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I'm off the next few days, so I'm going to have a great weekend. And with that being said, I will see y'all back here next Saturday. Bye, guys. Love y'all. Thank you for joining me today.